We are going to get started in a few moments. Mm-hmm. Hmm? Say it again.
Are you in a call?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I'll take your trash out. So this way.
Okay. We're going to get started in a few moments. I'm just going to allow people to come in before we get started and then connect our Zoom link as well. Just sending out this information. All right. Send that out. Let's see. Got all right. Let me just plug in and then we will get started. Yes. All right. Meetings. Storage. Okie dokie. Let's see what we got. Okie dokie. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Perfect. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? Good afternoon, Miss Kim. Good afternoon. How you doing, Miss Hazel? In the Zoom world. And then hello, everybody. Trusting all is well with you and yours. Hoping all is well, all is well. We're going to go ahead and get started with the Master Cleanse. Yes? So, quick question for you. Do you have any questions for me after yesterday's class? Any questions at all? Were you able to find product? Were you able to set yourself up? Anything along those lines? Or any questions that you may have on any platform? Hey, hey, hey. You're good to go? All right. So for today's class that we're going to go over once again to make sure that you have all of your tools that you need to start your master cleanse for tomorrow. So tomorrow we're going to do the master cleanse for a full 24 hours. So from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep tomorrow, the only thing that you're going to be consuming is the master cleanse. And what is the master cleanse? These are the ingredients. You want to write this down. You're going to need either lemons, limes, or both. I use both. You're going to need maple syrup, grade B. However, this is what's been happening with the maple syrup. They've been changing, and the powers that be that put the labels on the grade B maple syrup, because more people are cleansing on a regular basis. They have changed the labels to confuse you. So you might grab one maple syrup thinking that that's the one that you need when it's really not. So how do you combat this? You combat it by knowing the darkness of the maple syrup. So normally when you go purchase maple syrup, they're going to have about 4 to 5 different ones on the shelf. You want to get the darkest one possible. Get the darkest one possible. That will always be the correct one. Okay? So you're going to need lemons, limes, maple syrup, and then you're going to also need water. I recommend spring water. Spring water. Why do I recommend spring water? Spring water is a nourisher. It is a solvent. It dilutes. It protects. I can keep going on and on and on about what it does. Now, distilled water does exactly that. It's distilled. It has no nutritional value in it whatsoever. You have to remember that the master cleanse is not about stripping the body. The master cleanse is about giving the body what it needs to cleanse. Those are two totally different things, right? So with that being said, once you have all of your product, your grade B maple syrup, you have your lemons, your limes. Oh, and I'm forgetting the most important, cayenne extract. I don't know how I forgot that. Cayenne extract is what you want. You don't want cayenne powder. You want cayenne extract. Okay? You get your cayenne extract from Dr. Schultz in Marina Del Rey, California. His website is herbdoc.com. Okay? That is where you would get, what I would recommend that you get your cayenne extract from. Okay? So any questions with that before we move forward? Nope. All right. What type of container should you put it in? I recommend a mason jar. I do not recommend plastic. Okay, if you got a mason jar or a glass jar or a glass pitcher, you can pre-make your amount. Leave it on the countertop. You don't want it to be cold because cold liquids actually do the opposite of what you want the body to do. You want the body to open and purge. Cold liquids close and they shut down. You don't want that. You want to open and flow. So you definitely want to have it in a glass container. No plastic, nothing like that. No plastic straws either. If you can, well, I have a thing with straws, but we won't go into that. Let me see there. Oh, I do definitely want to put this out there. An herbal laxative for tomorrow. You do need to have an herbal laxative. I recommend that you start taking an herbal laxative tonight. If you can get an herbal laxative or you don't have one or you do have one, hopefully you have CKLS. That's the best gentle herbal laxative that you can take. If you need to get another herbal laxative, I recommend Dr. Schultz formula number 1, and that's herbdoc.com. And then if you don't have that, all households will have Smooth Move. If you have the Smooth Move tea, let's go ahead and take that. Now, if you do use Smooth Move tea, this is how you use it. You put your tea bag in your mug, pour hot water on it, cover it, let it steep for 3 minutes, no more than 3. Then take that tea bag out, because if you keep leaving that tea bag in that hot water, it's going to continue to infuse your hot water with herbs. Now you're going to have a runny booty. We just want to stimulate. That's all we want to do is stimulate. So no more than 3 minutes of allowing your tea to steep in your water, then take it out. You can use that one tea bag 3 times. That's how strong Smooth Move is. Okay? So you don't need to continue to reuse or get new bags. One bag will give you 3 cups of strong tea. So that's your herbal laxative. Let me look at my notes. Is there anything else that I want to share with you about that? Any questions about what you need? Any questions about how to put it together? Pretty clear? Any questions about the emotional space that's needed to move through? Let's talk about that. What's popping up for you as you are collecting your materials, You're making space on your calendar. What pops up emotionally and spiritually for you as you're getting ready to walk into your cleanse tomorrow? I missed your question. Uh-oh. Can you all hear me? Okay, let me just do one thing. I think my speaker. Yeah, hold on one second. I'm just going to make sure that this speaker is on. Okay, how about now? Go ahead and say something, Mr. Question.
Can you hear me?
Yes, there we go.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
beautiful. So, any emotional stuff popping up as you are collecting your tools to set you up? You have your, your candles, your bath, your time. Do you understand how your time is going to flow tomorrow? What are the emotional things that are popping up that you're like, wow, I didn't even really notice that was there? Or has anything popped up?
Yesterday when I was in the store, I was going to buy some body wash or something, I don't know. And I went down the aisle and saw the body wash that my mother used to use.
Mm-hmm.
And I just almost thought I was just going to like burst out in tears in the grocery store. I was just like, oh my God, where is this coming from?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
So I called my friend Jamila and we both lost our mothers at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of just shared about that and just how sometimes it just comes up and you have to let it come out and, do whatever. But it was just real interesting because I thought that some of that had been put to bed, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
But I think anytime I go on any kind of cleanse or detox, it just, because I always say that I am open to receive. And so when I say that, then all kinds of things come up and just have to be prepared for it. So I just kind of talked with her and talked it through and what have you. And then I realized that it's almost like June 9th is when she made her transition. So I didn't realize how close it was. So I was just like, oh, okay.
This is her second anniversary.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. It's been 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And you said June 9th?
Yep. Yeah, so I didn't realize it was that close. So I was just like, okay. So that's why I'm feeling it. So it's just like, okay.
Yeah. That's next week. That's right around the corner. Huh. I wonder what the moon is doing on June 9th for this year.
I haven't.
Something to look into. Yeah. It's curious.
Yeah, see where it is.
Okay, so this cleanse, this time for you brought up the mother connection between mother and daughter. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope. How about you, Miss Kim? Anything pop up for you? And thank you, Mr. Question, for sharing. We're going to circle back around to that because you're going to need some support once you step into it. And we're going to talk about that in a moment. But Miss Kim?
So for me, nothing really. Nothing really. I just want to do a reset. So nothing has popped out.
Okay. Yeah. When you get into the throw of it, it's going to pop up. Okay. But right now, yeah, you're just, planting the seeds right now. Okay. We'll support you, whatever shows up.
You should say that because there's another group that's doing a reset and it starts, I think, Friday. So that's really funny that all these people are doing a reset at the same time.
Oh yeah,
it's like that.
I felt it universally. I was sitting down and I was writing some notes and everything. Not particularly for the master cleanse because around this time I normally am hosting my spring cleanse, which is something totally different. So normally the master cleanse for me happens earlier in the year, like between January and February. And then I do it again before August. But we didn't do it earlier this year. So this time period, as I was writing, some notes down about what we should do moving forward, the master cleanse just kept popping up, popping up, popping up. And I'm like, this is interesting. Okay, we'll go ahead and do the master cleanse. But here's the thing, master cleanse, master reset. I'm down. I'm literally down for the cause. So we're in alignment. Miss Hazel, would you like to share anything that may have popped up with you recently as you're preparing for your cleanse tomorrow or whenever you plan to do your cleanse? And some people don't have to do it tomorrow. Like if you just joined us, we actually started yesterday. But if you just joined us, you can be a day behind and still make it work. You don't have to like speed. Well, you wouldn't be able to speed up to catch us, but you don't have to be on our time clock. This information is, you can apply this information whenever you're ready to apply it, literally. So Miss Hazel, did you want to tap in, or do you need any support or any questions at all? Why you got us? And if I need to circle back to you, I can. You just let me know. And if there's anybody in the Facebook world that would like to ask any questions, please feel free. Let me just see if there are any questions. Nope. Okie dokie. All right, well, let's keep moving. Ms. Shaquester, did you want to share anything in regards to, or anything at all? Let me back up.
I think it's really good that you're doing it at this time, and it's right because the solstice will be coming up on the 21st of June, so you're kind of doing something before that to kind of prepare us as we go into the summer solstice. So that's really good. So I'll probably try to do something around the solstice, even if it's just for a day or two, just to align with what's going on and let my body know that we're going into the summer. So I'll probably do something like that.
It's very important to line up with, line your cleanses up with, as a personal, like, checkmate. I normally purge the whole week during my birthday week. I'm cleansing, I'm at the Korean spa, like my diet cleans up. It gets really, really intense the week of my birthday, right? So I do a big cleanse then, and then I normally do another cleanse around the holidays. I don't know if that is my revolutionary like rebuttal to all of the nonsense that happens during the holidays. Like, I'm gonna be revolutionary and just cleanse and like no and just like not do anything. But now I realize that it's my reset before I go into the year, because I've been giving out so much throughout the year. So I thought it was more so just like the dance of living, but it really wasn't. It's like, no, you need to replenish yourself as you go back into this, or the Gregorian calendar, go back into this year. So you can look at your year and schedule it the way you want to schedule it. Now with the master cleanse, just like it says, it is a master cleanse. It's going to reset all of your 12 systems. And we have 12. It's going to reset all of those. And you can do the master cleanse for one day. You can do it up to 21 days. It's up to you. Pretty much up to you. Any questions, comments about that?
And there's all different kind of cleanses too, because we've done different kinds of cleanses as well. But the master cleanse I really like, because sometimes you can just make that concoction up and then just have it around, and it doesn't have to be your cleansing, but just to keep your body aligned and balanced. So sometimes I'll just do that, I'll just feel it within me and then just do it for a day or a couple of days.
Oh, so you can we were doing that a lot last year. You can just totally have just one glass of that every day and be just fine. And it just keeps you straight, laid out. You don't have any issues. And I did that for a long time. I want to say for about 4 years. I was moving in between my herbal teas, my liquid chlorophyll water, and my master cleanse. Those were the 3 bottles that I carried with me every day. And I did that for a long time, and it worked flawlessly. Like I had no issues. Matter of fact, I think I may go back to that. How about that?
Because I remember you were real strict about certain things you were doing. So we have these, we change as we get older. I was just thinking about Steph was saying she reached out to her friend. He always wanted to have this Mustang, right? And he finally got the Mustang, so she had to reach out to him today. She said, "How's the Mustang and everything?" He's like,
Yeah.
You know what? I've gotten older. I got the Mustang. I had it for a couple months, and it was just like, I ain't feeling it.
Yeah.
And so we change, and so we have to really look at our body and listen to our bodies. And sometimes you just feel like, right now I need to just get up and do an enema, or I need to get up and do whatever it is. And so you have to listen to your body, and it really makes a big difference when you do that.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. And I was very strict and like kung fu with everything I did. And I realized that life is very difficult when you do that. It's very difficult, and it's a little stressful. I didn't realize how stressed I was trying to stay within those parameters. It's stressful, and I didn't need to do that. There's never a need to stay within this situation unless if you step out, you die.
Right.
And that's not going to happen to anybody.
Yeah. So it was self-imposed. That's what it was. And so when you do that self-imposed, and so even with practices, people are like real strict sometimes with their practice. So my practice is kind of fluidity, a walking practice, that may be a sitting one, it may be a practice with just drums, but I mean, it could be all different kind of things. So you just have to, for me, just go flow. It makes it so much easier. It's so much more peaceful.
And there's no attachment to either the outcome or the attachment to what you think you should be doing at this time for this cleanse. Even though we're giving you like direction and instructions for the cleanse, you can do this cleanse however you want to do it. It's up to you. Like a lot of people say, so I can't eat. You can do whatever you want to do. But if you're trying to reach this particular goal, you want to omit food. You do. But this is what I always share. As you're moving through the cleanse and you start feeling, let's say, faint or dizzy or lightheaded, put something in your mouth. You don't have to push. You don't have to keep going. You can slow down. It's not a race. You're not going to get $1 million by moving yourself through a very uncomfortable position when that's not necessary. That's not the goal of this cleanse. The goal of the cleanse is to listen to yourself. What is your body saying? What is it asking of you? Most people come into a cleanse thinking they have to do. Love, you have already been doing enough. Hence the reason why you need a cleanse. Your body is already working overtime. You do not need to do more. So when you go into this cleanse tomorrow, or whenever you go into your cleanse, it doesn't matter. Go in with the intention to rest and listen. Not to do, not to be productive, not to go through the 5 books that are stacked by your bed and you said you're going to read it and you put another book there. That's me. I'm talking about myself. Don't pick up the books. Just listen for 24 hours. You will be amazed at what you hear your body say. It's crazy. And you'll go, I know my body just did not creak and do that. Oh, yes, ma'am. That sound came from your body. That smell came from your body. Your tongue, that's your tongue. Your tongue is the beginning of your digestive system. Your anus is the last point of exit. So when you're doing any cleanse and you start to get a coat on your tongue, oh, love, keep going. keep going. Hence the reason why I mentioned that you do need to scrape your tongue as you do this cleanse. If you don't have a tongue scraper, you ain't got to go buy one. Just use a spoon. Bam. Use a spoon, use the edge. You're good to go. Just don't put that spoon back in the kitchen. Keep it in your bathroom. You don't want to be crossing stuff. Nope. Does that sound good? Yep. Now, I don't know if you're going to go to work or be out in the world when you do this cleanse. When I do this cleanse, I try not to work if I can, or if I do work, the clients that I do say yes to are light and easy, and they understand that I'm on a cleanse. So it's not going to be a new client where I have to pour out a lot. It's going to be somebody who been with me for a while. They know what I'm doing, and they don't need me to guide them as much as I normally would. And I normally stay home and I take about 2 baths a day when I'm on this cleanse. I take one in the morning and then one like right before bed. And I do the bath mixture with the Epsom salt, the sea salt, the baking soda, hydrogen peroxide, and then a little bit of clay, bentonite clay. And so I soak in that. I do use my facial steamer a lot during this cleanse. And the facial steamer is not just on my face. It's on my face, then I steam my neck, then I steam my décolleté, I steam my breast, I steam my underarms, and then I'll turn around and I'll steam my spine. Like I'll allow it to hit here, and then I'll just shift it going all the way down my spine. And I'll just sit there and be like, oh my God. And you start melting. You really do. You do start melting. Things are going to move. Energy is going to move. Emotions are going to move. A lot of stuff is going to move. Things are going to pop up. People are going to call you. You're going to be like, why the hell is this person calling me? You've unearthed some things, my love. You're shifting some things. And you have to remember too that you are a sacred gateway. You are a sacred portal. So energy flows through gateways. They don't flow through walls. Let's really talk about that. When you open up these pathways and you open up all these gateways, some things is getting ready to flow in and flow out. That's what abundance does. Abundance flows through open gateways. Your whole entire physical body is nothing but a living, breathing temple. How you care for it is up to you, and what you do to it and who you allow to be all over it as well. Just don't be kissing anybody. Especially now. Oh my God, no.
I think for me, when we did Course in Miracles and we started talking about being holy, and that really resonated with me about being holy and how we are holy and how we are sacred. And so I always think about that.
It's a beautiful thing when you think about your physical existence as a walking temple. Because when you think about yourself as a walking temple, then you do your hair very differently. You anoint yourself very differently with essential oils, coconut oil, butters, things like that. You wear very specific jewelry to emote a very specific experience, to say something very intentional without you verbally saying it. The same thing works with the colors that you wear and how you put these colors together. And then if you want to take it a step further, now you're working with your tone, your tonation. How are you communicating? That should also be fluid if you're a woman. Women work in spirals. Men work in straight lines. I'm going to say it again. Women work in spirals. Men work in straight lines. So when you think, a woman is thinking about a lot of different things at one time, because she's just like, oh, you got that view, you got that view, you got that view, then you got to look up and look down and look behind you and look ahead of you. That's a lot of focus when men are just here. And that is designed that way for a reason. You are capable of managing a lot of different things if you slow down and organize it. You're built to manage it. You can do it. You just have to slow down and use the best tools. And that's where cleansing comes into place, because cleansing keeps you clear. Cleansing keeps you focused. Cleansing keeps you focused on you. When you take the attention off of you, that's when anything and everything in chaos can happen. But trust and believe me, if you are caring for yourself deeply and you get into a relationship, it doesn't matter if it's a relationship with employment, partnership, or friendship. It don't matter. Once you take your eyes off of you, that's when chaos starts. Because you start allowing things to happen. And it's also very easy to walk away from chaos because you know your worth. How about I ain't gonna deal with this shit? I was floating well before you. Like, what the hell? All of this? Oh no. So you start curating a life of gentleness, peace. You can cleanse whenever you want to. Things start coming to you with ease. You start magnetizing. It becomes very effortless. Living does. It becomes very effortless. But you do have to go through your shit. And that's what this is about. Going through your shit. Literally. Right? Any questions about that? Because this is deep. It's deep. It doesn't feel deep when you're talking about it, but when you get into it and those herbs start moving through your bloodstream, you will text me. Or text whoever is near you, or call, or lean on them. You're going to reach out. Trust and believe me, it's going to start smacking the back of your head and you're going to go, oh my God. It is uncomfortable. Cleansing is uncomfortable. It's funky. It's sweaty. You be thinking you about to die, but you don't. You know, your temperature is up, then you get cold. And your temperature is up, then you get cold. You're like, what is happening? It's not menopause. Your body is filtering through 12 systems that need your attention. That's why you got stuff happening. You may get a big old pimple, boop, right here. And it's going to look back at you and say, what's up? You're going to be like, oh no, can't do it. You may notice that your hair, if you go a couple of days, you may notice that the texture of your hair starts to change. I'll give you some examples of what that looks like. When someone is really, really, really stressed, and I mean stressed for like 3 months onward. Actually, I'm going to take that back. It doesn't even matter. The person is stressed. Time doesn't matter, because you can be stressed out for 2 minutes or you can be stressed out for 2 years. It don't matter. If you touched a person's scalp, it's going to feel like it's been singed or burned. You know how you take a lighter and the hair gets close and you go, oh, and you can smell it and like it's kind of singed? That's what it feels like. And then when you start pulling the hair back and getting to the scalp, it's very dry and it looks like it's been burned. That's because this person is stressed to the fucking max. And then the hair starts thinning and falling out. When you're on this cleanse, the one thing that you definitely want to make sure that you're doing is staying hydrated. So if you feel like you need to put some coconut oil on your hair, melt that bad boy down and just pour it on you, and then just start massaging it in. Because what's happening is all of the stuff that you don't need is coming off of you. Give it an easy pathway. Make it hydrated, because the drier things are, the harder it is to get it out of the body. Fix my hair. Why's my locks doing that? Popping up. Yeah. So if you feel like you need to sit in water, sit in water. Sit in the bathtub. If you feel like you need to just coat yourself with coconut oil and you just need to keep touching yourself and massaging yourself and affirming that this process is okay, that you're on the right track, and you need to touch your heart and rub your heart, rub coconut oil all over your heart. Have you ever done that? That is the most affirming thing that you can do at a time where you feel less than, is pour coconut oil and an essential oil like geranium or rose over your heart and massage it in. Look, and to have somebody else do it who loves you, hold up. Hold up. Oh my God. You will fall in love with yourself every single time. And all you're doing is giving yourself the love and attention that it desires. We are designed to be cared for, especially women. Men as well. But women are designed to be cared for. Women are designed to be hydrated. Women are designed to be gentle. Women are designed to be flexible and pliable. Like, we're supposed to be able to move. We're not supposed to be rigid and hard. When I see women who have those really strong jawlines, I literally just want to go to her and just go, loosen up your mouth, loosen up your mouth, move your tongue around, like massage your face, you know? After I get out the shower and everything, that's one thing that I do, is just like move the muscles on my face. And I massage it with the body gel I shared with you the other day or yesterday. And I just massage it, like, get in there, move stuff around, move it. Move your face back and forth. Get behind the ears and start feeling your body. I cannot tell you how often I work on clients when they're on my colon therapy table and I'm at their head and I have the steam going, right? And I start working on their head. The eye roll back into their head is like hands down the best thing that you would ever see. The toes start curling or straightening out, whichever way they want to go, because they've never had their ears massaged. It is the freakiest thing ever, because the whole body softens and they just relax and they go, I've never had my ears touched. What do you mean you don't massage your ears? You don't touch, you don't pull on your earlobes? They're like, no. Wow, that's interesting. That is really interesting. So as I move around the body, you feel all this tension and tightness. When you start doing the master cleanse, that is going to pop up. That's a block. That's an immediate block. It's going to pop up. That person's going to feel all that tension in their ear, in their neck, in their jaw. If your jaw is tight, your ears are tight, your neck is tight, the back of your head is tight. Guarantee it. And I guarantee you all of this, if I were to start pulling it back, you would scream. Because all of it is pulled forward and closed down like that. What we need to be doing is this. Opening up like a flower petal, right? But we don't. We clam down and then we lose our essence, if you will. The essence just dissipates because it has nowhere to go. There's no flow. But when you stand up and draw your shoulders back and you're breathing and you open, then there's flow. If there is any stagnation in your body when you do this cleanse, you're going to feel it. Trust and believe me. And you will automatically adjust your breathing. You will automatically adjust your posture. You will automatically adjust your belt or your drawstring around your pants. Most of the time, you probably won't wear a bra because you will feel all of the, ugh. If you've never steamed your breast, do it now. It is the most glorious thing ever. For men and women, steam your chest. Just have it hit your chest right here and just steam. See how that feels. Unbelievable. It's good for anxiety, depression, to get clear, to put you to sleep, to wake you up, to reset your emotions after a heartbreak, or to reset your emotions because you just got into something new. All of the above. Yes. Questions or comments from either side, from either YouTube or Zoom? We got about a little over 15 minutes. Any questions at all? 'Cause I got plenty.
think during the detox is also the time to really observe your body. Like when you wake up in the mornings, like if I really, something's really going, I'll find that my hands are closed, like clenched. And so I just make myself relax. Or if you get ready to go to bed at night, you think, okay, I'm ready to go to sleep. And then you realize things are real tight. And so you have to really, like on my shoulder, I'll be like, why is my shoulder so tight? And I just have to relax it. So really observe your body when you're sleeping or sitting or standing or walking, and then really just start adjusting. And like you said, being open.
The same thing with your feet as well. Your feet will start doing a 1-2 dance because your whole entire body rests on your feet. So if there's any issues in your body, go to your feet first, because illness starts from the inside out, from the head down. Wellness starts from the outside in, from the feet up. So healing goes in reverse. So if you want to heal, start with your feet first and then work your way up your body that way. And that's internally and externally. Emotionally, physically.
Scan your body too. Like before you even go to bed at night or what, just to scan your body from your feet, like you were saying, and then just go all the way through and just say, have an affirmation that says, like I always talk about, any cells that are not of light have to leave my body. And so I just start at the feet and just go all the way up through my entire body.
Right.
And so, things like that, just really observe it. And you really be surprised at what you'll find out, that sometimes you have an area in your body that's sore that you didn't even know was sore. And so then that's when I pinpoint where that is and just really kind of massage it or do my energy work or see it being clear.
Exactly. And you know what pops up for a lot of people in that space is something wrong, or is the cleanse working? There's a fine line in between that dance. Like, oh my God, like everybody makes a default to something is wrong. I broke something. It shouldn't be doing this. Oh my God, like no. And so one thing that I want to share with you as you're moving through this cleanse is to bet more on yourself, to be guided with the greatest of intention and clarity from the Most High. Like, just bet on that. Go in with knowing that you are guided. You are physically guided by me. Everybody has my number. You know where I am. You know how to get to me. Let's go ahead and hit it. But honestly, that has to start with you agreeing that you have the power to either call or you have the power to decipher for yourself. Because you do. You have the power to do both. If you have this on your mind to do, you have the support to move through it. But you have to realize that. You have to realize that you're powerful beyond measure. And just know that by you walking past, let's say, a radio, you can affect the frequency just by walking past. You haven't even done anything. You're not even aware that your energetic frequency just affected that speaker and it did a 1-2 dance. Now imagine if you dialed in what you could do during this cleanse. And your spiritual connection is the most highest connected during a cleanse. Just a FYI. You get the most clarity with your answers, with questions, because you can get questions and you can get answers. You can solve all of your problems during a cleanse. For myself as a woman, when I do cleanse, I tend to do my cleanses when I'm on my cycle, when I'm on my menstrual cycle, because the body is already purging and letting go. And I don't have any issues with fibroids, cysts, or tumors or anything like that. So I just tack on my cleanse because I'm already into it. I'm already letting go. But also, too, as a woman who guides other women towards womb wellness, I utilize my calendar very well when it comes to my womb space. So I know this week I'm on the luteal phase. This week I'm on my menstrual phase. This week I'm post-menstrual. You see where I'm going with it? So I'm feeding myself according to where I am in my menstrual calendar. So when I do go into cleanse on my menstrual cycle, my body is like, oh, yeah, we did this plenty of times. Let's go ahead and hit it. So there's so many different ways that you can customize this master cleanse to give you exactly what you want. But if this is your first time, I recommend going into it with the intention to listen. Not the intention to do. Because again, when we first started, we were talking about this is not about doing. Your body's already doing it. You're already doing something. You don't need to do anything more. That's enough. Trust me, that's enough. Now, if you want more while you're on the cleanse, you have your trampoline, you have yoga, you have your weighted hula hoop, you have your stretching, you have your breathing, you have EFT tapping, you can sit in the sauna, you can do the steam, you can sit in the bathtub. Like, there's things for you to do if you need to do something. You can journal. You can meal prep for after your cleanse. Just don't taste nothing. You can rearrange your furniture and the plants in the room. Like, there's a lot that you can do if you feel you need to do something. But I would not go out and jog. I would not go out to the gym. The most exertion should be you kind of lounging outside in a lounge chair with the fan. That's about it. That's about the extent. We really want to listen.
And that is so hard for most Black women or women of color, just to sit down and do nothing. They're always thinking they should be doing something.
Yeah.
Or it comes in the back of your mind, well, that's just being lazy, or you should be doing something, or, oh, I need to be doing, but just sit there and do nothing, like just clear your mind. Oh my God, It's unbelievable. And we don't take that time for ourselves, because I think a lot of times we would not be in the situations we were in if we had time just to sit and just clear our minds. Like when we were kids, sit outside, look at the sky, and think of all the different arrangements it's making, and daydream. You don't daydream anymore.
Play, literally play. Yeah, that was my question from my colon therapy clients today was, when was the last time you played? And everybody was like, what? Exactly. When was the last time you played? The last time I played literally was yesterday with my nieces. Had a good time, back all jacked up, but you know what? I'm good.
My brother just brought me a bubble machine, like those bubble machines, because he knows I like bubbles.
Yes.
For Mother's Day, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get outside and put my
Yeah.
thumb on.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, all that. Hopscotch, all that. When was the last time you did
all
that? You have to go and play. Most people don't play. Most people don't bend over to touch their toes. Most people have never bent back, or if they have bent back, it wasn't by choice. Every now and then, reach behind you and just stretch it out. You will be amazed at what you feel or don't feel. Move your body. Touch it. Open it up. Move it around. Inhale and exhale, and see how deeply you can take a breath inward. I'm working on the belly, not the belly roll, not in belly dancing, but it's stomach washing is what I'm trying to say. Good Lord. I'm working on that right now, and that is intense.
You mean with the fire breath and where you move your stomach?
Not the fire breathing, but when you take your stomach all the way in up your diaphragm and
Right.
it's hollowed out.
Right.
Yep, and you just hold it and then you roll it from side to side. Yeah. 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 Yeah, some stuff came up and then I had to go to the bathroom and I was like, "Oh, hello. How long you been in there?" It's very interesting when you start really working your body. And I'm not talking about working your body through extreme sports, like pushing it pushing it inward, learning yourself, learning the thread of who you are and why you think the way you think, why you like that food, why you like that tea, like why, what is it? What is it giving you? What memory is it connected to, or what person is it connected to? Especially if it's a item that does not provide for you, it takes away. Why are you constantly going back to it? What is that? That will pop up during your cleanse. It will. It's going to pop up and you're going to be like, wow, I haven't thought about this thing, this person, this experience, this opportunity, this school, this person. Why am I thinking about it now? Because you've moved something out of the visceral aspect of who you are. Somatically, you've shifted something. That's what cleanses do. It's a somatic shift. It hits your nervous system and doop, reroutes it, rewinds, reroutes, it rings, and then uncoils. It's going to ring first, though, so you may have more of this before it uncoils. If your body still does that, you'll feel it and you'll keep going for a couple of more days because you're in this turning, and you'll feel it. You'll be like, oh my God, like, what is this? What is this? And you'll start grabbing your hip and you can feel it. The more and more you cleanse, I'll share with you on my body. I can feel the temperature change when poop is moving or whatever is moving. I can feel it because wherever it's not, it's cooler. Wherever it is, it's a whole lot warmer. Once you start cleansing more and more and more, you'll start palpitating your abdomen and you'll start connecting the dots like, oh, that's what that is. It's gas. Or that's what that is. I had to sit down on the toilet. You'll start pinpointing exactly what's happening in your body and why. I know that when I feel a certain twang in my body and it's like right underneath like my sternum, when I feel that, I'm getting ready to pass something intense and it's attached to an emotion. And I guarantee you, every single time I get on that table, I let it go, I'm crying. It hits, I know it. I could feel it coming. And I'm like, ooh, this is an emotional release. And sure enough, bleh, and then it bleh, on the bottom. And things bust open. It's pretty gnarly once you start taking note because you can guide it now. That's where I want to put you in the driver's seat. I don't want you to be always dependent on somebody to show you how to cleanse. It's high time that everybody knows how to cleanse. Everybody should know how to do that. Everybody should know how to take care of their body and bring it back. You should at least know that outside of knowing the time that you were born. So questions, comments, or concerns? We got about 3 minutes or so. I'm not going to keep you late tonight at all. We're not doing what we did yesterday. Any questions? You feel good about tomorrow? You ready? You got your lemonade mix already made? You good to go? You got your bath mix? You got your cayenne? You ready? You got your journal and a pen? Yes? All right. Look, what you need me for? Stay magical. Hit it. Miss Hazel, did you want to share anything before we go ahead and log off for the evening, or you're just here listening? No worries. If you can chime in, chime in. If not, no worries at all. I see you, and you'll catch the replay. Miss Equestrian Kim, you good? Yes. And then anybody on YouTube, do you have any questions at all? Comments, concerns? No? All right. Well, we are good to go. Ladies and gentlemen, you go off and stay magical and be great and amazing. You have all my contact information. If you need to reach out, please do. I will be on all day tomorrow, meaning that I know that you guys are cleansing, so I'm aware, so I'm available if you can tap into me. Okay? All right. Go off and be great. Let's do it. Mwah! I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one, love.
Thank you. All right. Take care.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye.